We want to talk about the driving culture. No society is perfect. Vietnam is a very wonderful society, but we want to see how we can look into some of the precautionary measures for safety. Several comments online, people expressing fear as to what driving is like in Vietnam.
This city called Hanoi is a very fast-paced city and
Really?
it's highly congested. Large numbers of motorbike underage riders. You have people who are also riding motorbike under the influence of substances that are not too okay. Driving style in Hanoi is completely opposite. It's completely different from wherever you're coming from.
Right.
The T junction.
Yeah.
That is one of the deadliest, the riskiest part in Vietnam. There's what they call right of way in driving code or regulation.
Yeah.
But if you have that mentality of I am on my right of way, don't do that in Hanoi. You have no right of way.
It's Mr. Amy here again on this YouTube channel and on TikTok. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to this channel, I am Mr. GP, an ESL teacher in Hanoi here in Vietnam, and this is my fellow teacher here. He has been on this channel once, and this is his second time in here. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, GP.
So today we want to address a very crucial matter here in Vietnam, here in Hanoi, specifically where we reside. We want to talk about the driving culture, not just looking at how people drive here in Vietnam or in Hanoi. We want to see how we can look into some, no society is perfect. Vietnam is a very wonderful society, but we want to see how we can look into some of the problems. Precautionary measures for safety, for security. We are making this video because I saw several comments online, people expressing fear as to what driving is like in Vietnam, in Hanoi. He is also going to tell us some of the legal documents that you will need to be able to drive here legally. So, Mr. Amy, the first I want to ask you is how you personally perceive the driving culture here in Vietnam, here in Hanoi.
Well, let's dive into this topic quickly.
Okay.
We are using Hanoi as a case study because this is where we reside. This city called Hanoi is a very fast-paced city.
Absolutely.
And it's highly congested.
Right.
That is why one of the major means of commuting around town is motorbikes.
Surely.
The risk that is associated with riding motorbike. Yeah. Most especially when you have them in large numbers. You understand? So riding a motorbike in Hanoi, which is the primary means of movement
around here,
it's something that is risky, kind of, because you have a lot of people, large numbers of motorbike with riders
on the road.
You have underage riders. You have people who are also riding motorbike under the influence of substances that are not too okay.
Yeah.
You understand? So as a foreigner, when coming to Vietnam, you should try to unlearn what you have learned concerning driving in wherever you are coming from.
So why do they have to unlearn what they've learned?
Because the driving style in Hanoi is completely opposite.
It's different.
Completely different from wherever you're coming from.
Right.
The luck I had was that I was coming from one of the busiest cities in the world, Lagos. So I was already prepared. I have faced the toughest kind of traffic.
Yeah.
But the difference was that it was traffic from motor cars, not traffic caused by motorbike.
Yeah.
You understand? Because in Lagos, bikes are prohibited from highways.
Yeah.
You cannot find motorbikes on the major road.
Yeah.
So now quickly, as a foreigner, when you come to Vietnam, things you should watch out for. Number one, when you are approaching an intersection, most especially the T junction.
Yeah.
That is one of the deadliest, the riskiest part in Vietnam. In where I'm coming from, you have what they call speed breakers or speed bumps.
Yeah.
To prevent those that are going to approach the main road from coming into the road on speed.
Fast. Yeah.
But here, you can see you are on your way. There's what they call right of way in driving code or regulation.
Yeah.
But if you have that mentality of I am on my right of way. Don't do that in Hanoi. You have no right of way in Hanoi. You understand? So when
So
you are
that means a lot of things are unpredictable
very
here.
unpredictable, like you should be prepared for the best, but be ready
Ready
for
for
the
the
worst.
worst.
You understand? That is one
Clear.
of the click for you to drive in Hanoi. So when you're approaching an intersection, you should be very careful because you can see people running from the street into the main road without
Boom.
like stone flying without looking left or right. That could be chaotic for you.
Yeah.
Then two, watch out for those ninja, those women who will wrap from the head to the foot to the toe.
Yeah.
They'll still put on dark shade. You know, these are people you should watch out
Only
for.
people who live in Vietnam will understand.
what I
But I'm
mean.
going to put a picture here
Yeah.
so they can know.
These are the kind of riders who will be pointing left and be turning right.
Yeah.
You understand? Then number three, watch out for high school students with those electric bikes. Most times when they are done with schooling, going home, they go like a pack of lions. And there are so many. They will spread on the way. They will be having conversation while driving.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you're playing your horn, it's not for them. So watch out for this high school student. Then watch out for those old women.
Yeah.
They can go into a highway with a snail speed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Into the highway with the speed of a snail.
Yeah.
Watch out for them.
Mm.
You understand? Then when it is raining, that is the
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
dangerous time to drive.
To drive.
Please don't emulate the locals. They understand the terrain.
Yeah.
They know how to navigate.
Yeah.
This is their life. They've been riding motorbike, maybe some for 10 years,
10
15
years, 20 years.
I started riding motorbike not up to 2 years. In fact, Vietnam graduated me from driving cars
Yeah.
to riding motorbike.
Motorbikes. Yeah.
So I cannot compare myself with a boy that has been riding or a man that has been riding motorbike for the past 10 years.
Yeah. Especially
His
here.
expertise is quite like he has gotten some level of experience.
Yeah.
They can do some stunt that I cannot dare.
Yeah.
So you as a foreigner, when you see them, driving so fast, don't emulate them
Don't emulate.
because they've got some skills, experience that you don't have.
And that will probably take you a long time to
To
have.
master,
So I think what you're saying so far is the road in Vietnam is so unpredictable when you're driving. It's just assume that everyone is unconscious of what they're doing.
That's correct.
So you have to be at alert. You have to be aware of your environment, of your surroundings, and most importantly, you have to watch out for yourself. Because it's a very you use an expression, very fast-paced
fast-paced
society and all of that. So what do foreigners need to drive in Vietnam? Some legal papers? Yeah. What do they need to be able to drive legally in Vietnam?
And now we are talking about riding a motorbike.
Yeah,
right?
a motorbike, yeah, or a car.
A car.
Yeah.
If you're gonna ride, let me speak more on motorbike because that is what I ride. So at least I can speak confidently about what I know. So
Surely.
if you want to ride a motorbike in Vietnam, though many people do ride motorbike without the proper license.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the first thing that you need to have a driver's license from your home country.
From your home country.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a driver's license from your home country, it can be converted upon arriving in Vietnam.
Wow.
But you might need to undergo some kind of test,
Yeah.
like a driving test.
A
maybe
driving
for
test,
few days,
surely.
or maybe some written or practical
Yeah,
test.
you have to go through some written tests and
Yeah.
also a
Some
practical test.
driving test. So after that, I think they can now issue you a Vietnamese driver's license, and with that, you're free to explore
So
the
explore
beautiful
country of Vietnam.
Yeah.
Well, here is the thing. When I asked some questions and made some inquiries, I was told that the test that will be written will be in Vietnamese. Yeah. So, as a foreigner, this is subject to, I'm not sure of this, but when I asked question, they said it will be in Vietnamese. So if you cannot speak Vietnamese, then it might not be so easy to get the license. but the Vietnamese language is not so difficult to learn. All right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are you sure?
There's what they call integration. The moment
Yeah.
you come into a country, one of the way for you to fully acclimatize and adjust into the system
Learn the language.
is to learn the language.
Yeah.
And there are so many benefits that is
Sure.
attached to speaking the language. You
Surely.
understand? So definitely for you to own a license, you are more of like getting close to be a local, one of
A
the
local.
locals. So
Yeah.
learning the language shouldn't be a big deal.
A big deal.
And they don't really place more emphasis of you learning the language to the point of being like speaking it like
Professionally, yeah.
or like being fluent.
Or local.
If you can have some like the basics, for
Yeah.
example, I don't speak Vietnamese that well, but I have some basics like the basic Vietnamese to interact, to go to
Yeah.
the market, supermarket.
Yeah.
So, and if you're going to undergo any kind of written test, they understand that you are a foreigner, so there's a way to it. It's not going to be that difficult as we think or as you perceive. You understand?
Okay,
Yeah.
surely. All right, so this video has been all about safety in Vietnam, driving safety in Vietnam, because we love this country, we respect Vietnam, and most importantly, we care about safety of lives. So when you're driving on the road, please be very careful. Please watch out. I think we can all, it starts with you, it starts with me, being intentional about our road usage. And then surely we're going to have less cases. So if you're scared, you know what to do. Drive safely, be aware of your surroundings. And talking about the legality, you need your driver's license from your home country, which will be converted to the Vietnamese driver's license. So this is super important. And I hope you stay conscious while driving. I'll see you in my next video. And thank you so much for
All
being
right.
here.
It
Thank
was
you
my
for
pleasure
coming.
speaking with you,
All
JP.
right, brother. Take care. Please
Yeah.
subscribe to this channel and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're Vietnamese, if you're local, if you're a foreigner, just let us know what you think. See ya.